Hello guys, what is going on? It is Sam and welcome back to another video. Today I have a countdown for you. Once again, this is a different kind of video I do. I'm trying to vary my videos as much as I can now. So today I have the top 15 nostalgic RuneScape music tracks, and just to let you know, this is completely opinionated, as there really is no right or wrong answer to this. It's completely whatever you think. Make sure you think of that nostalgia, and of course I used to play the game back in 2007, perhaps the golden days some would say, and I picked up certain music tracks on the way that I could never really forget. So today I've put a countdown of them all together, and as for the countdown, it's not really in order at all. I just put everything wherever really. So the 15 is not really the least nostalgic. So yep, I hope you enjoy the countdown. Number 15, the RuneScape theme. There is only really one place to start, and it is this theme. The theme played every single time you log into the game or go to the login screen if you have music on. So this theme is extremely unmistakable. If you heard this, you would know it was RuneScape instantly. I really do like the melody of this, like the beat you can hear right now. It brings back great memories to me of how I played in 2007, 8 and 9, and also how good the game used to be. I'm not saying the game is bad now, but it just gives me really nice fond memories of how it used to be. So number 15, we have the RuneScape theme played when you log in. Number 14, Arabian. This track is played as soon as you enter the desert area. This is near Al-Kharid. So basically I can remember this completely because of paying that 10 GP to get past it. I always wondered what was on the other side, and then this is the music you heard as soon as you logged in. There is also another Arabian, but I think this one is the best one really. The melody is really good. I'm just enjoying listening to it. So number 14, we have Arabian. Number 13, we have Fanfare. Played every time you enter Falador, wherever it may be. This theme is also unmistakable, and the beat of it is really what I really like about it. I used to listen to this numerous times on repeat back in the day, and this drum beat is one of my favourite parts of it. Sometimes I would even go to Falador just so I could listen to this music, as I didn't know about the when you could select your own music track option. That's how much I liked it. Number 13, we have Fanfare. There's also other fanfares, but this one is definitely by far my favourite of the lot. Number 12, Wander. Played every time you enter the area between Draenor Village and Port Sarim, and also between Falador. This is the one that is played. It's sort of a kind of annoying tune in some ways, but it brings back lots of memories to me of walking around this area as a free-to-play noob, always wondering what I could ever do in the game. The track itself, being called Wander, sort of just reminds me of the days where you used to just run around RuneScape doing things for fun, but unfortunately there's none of that now. Number 11, Sea Shanty 2. This tune is probably one of my favourite tracks, for the kind of attractiveness of it. I used to listen to this numerous times on repeat, and sometimes even go to Port Sarim just to listen to it. I think it's one of the best made songs in the game, and extremely hard to avoid. It reminds me of how travelling between Karamja and Port Sarim and fishing lobsters on the docks when I was a noob, so yeah, a brilliant track just to listen to. Number 10, Jungle Hunt. Perhaps a track you may not be familiar with, but this was a massive part of my RuneScape life. In fact, when I was doing the quest Shiloh Village, I heard this track, and I heard it for about 5 hours because that's how long it took me to do the quest, until eventually I looked up a guide on YouTube. But I fell in love with this track really. I haven't shown it all the music, of course, but as you get into the song it really gets good, and I used to listen to it so much on repeat. It just reminds me of the days of running around Karamja, having no idea what to do, getting poisoned by the tribes and then dying. All of those brilliant Karamja memories, all into one. Number 9, Nightly. Played every time you go between, I think it's in the spot I am now, East Ardoon. This track is sort of, it's not really the track that suits the area, but boy, this one is an attractive one, and it reminds me of the days of first going into Ardoon. I never knew about Ardoon until, like, I don't know, a month after I played the game, so it gives me good memories of that. And also the challenge of completing quests. So I'd always play this music if I was completing a quest, because it sort of just connotes challenge. Number 8, Fishing. Played in the fishing guild and on the docks of Cathabai. This one is probably the one I heard most during the game. On RuneScape 3 now it is, I got 99 fishing, and This was probably one of the most beautiful tunes in the game, really. I just listened to it countless times, not even knowing I was actually listening to it really, and just sort of made me think of challenge and how I couldn't wait to get 99 fishing. It was pure nostalgia really, this, recalling it all now, but this was definitely one of the most played tracks in my RuneScape 3 life. So number 8 is Fishing. Number 7, Harmony. Played in the Lumberage. Well, you all know where this is played. This is one that it's pretty much impossible to forget. Whenever you think of RuneScape, this is the track you'll think of because of the idea of spawning in Lumberage when you first started the game. No one will ever probably forget this track until the day they die. To me, this one I just remember how much I died in the game and losing all my stuff, and just hearing this music as if it was to congratulate me on dying. But a beautiful soundtrack, really, really nice to listen to, and a very trademark. Number 6, Dogs of War. Played in the Stronghold, I think it's Stronghold of Security Dungeon. This track most of you should know due to having to collect your 10k to get started, as that's the memory I get it from when I first started the game, going here to get my 10k and constantly dying and having to restart again, coming down here and just hearing this track. In some ways I was quite young then, it sort of scared me. It's a good name as well, Dogs of War, I do like that name. And it sort of really scared me into going down here. The track really fits the place, and it's yeah, it's a track that I really did enjoy listening to, and also feared to. So Dogs of War. Number 5, Tiptoe. Played in the Count Drain dungeon. I'm not really sure why I remember this one so much, but it came out that I did. Of course you'll all remember fighting Count Drainer and hearing this music most like, and I think it really fits the scene well. It's quite kind of creeping, the way as you'll get into the music it gets much better. It remembers how sometimes scared I was of fighting Count Drainer. It seems impossible to believe, but yes, it's true. But Tiptoe, a good name and a very nice soundtrack. Number 4, Crystal Sword. Played in the Wilderness. I think it's the most eastern part of the Wilderness. This track is probably one that fits the scene best. It sort of, it's creepy, and I think it just fits it brilliantly. I remember all those another voice crack, all those fighting days back in 2007, fighting in the Wilderness. I used to hear this track so many times as a Rune Pure. Can't believe I was a Rune Pure, but I was. And it used to just sort of be perfect for the fighting scene and really matched with the fights well, and it was also impossible to ignore, so I think it goes brilliantly with any fight scene. Number 3, Newbie Melody. This one is probably, I have to admit, the most beautiful soundtrack of the game, and yeah, I'm not lying there, it's attractive to listen to and kind of makes me cry a bit because I started RuneScape all those years ago, and it's just how time has passed, how the game was brilliant, how I was a noob on Tutorial Island. It's impossible to forget this sound. You've probably heard it in so many different places, but to me this one stands out the most of all of them, as this is how I started the game. I think it was 8 years ago now. It's scary to think that, I know, but 8 years it was since I started the game, and yeah, sometimes I just randomly listen to this. It's brilliant to listen to. Number 2, Magical Journey. Played around the Catherby/Camelot area. This one gives me memories of getting 99 fishing. Basically, it kind of the name Magical Journey just makes me think of the journey that I went on to get 99 fishing. How I thought I was so good getting it, although thousands of other players got it, and it just gives me a brilliant memory, really. And how I couldn't wait to get 99. So this one I heard quite a lot, along with the track Fishing, while I was doing a lot of fishing, so this one's also one of my favourite. Number 1, Autumn Voyage, the song that I use in my new intro, and it's kind of one of the saddest songs played, because you remember how you came into this field thinking you were a boss killing all those cows, but actually you're yet to discover all that part of the game, and it just, it kind of fits the scene perfectly. That guy asked me what I'm doing. I was there once. I was a noob like you, mate. And it's it's one that I could just listen to when I'm sad. Perhaps it just makes me feel better. Really makes me remember the days of beginning the game and everything that I went through in it. So it's really nice. It's nice to listen to. Gives me very good memories of starting the game, and one that I'm not going to forget in a hurry. So there you go then, that is the end of the countdown. Basically, the countdown pretty much just was me recalling all my adventures in the game. As I said before, it's completely opinionated, there's no truth in it at all. So if you have favourite songs that you'd like to share, then feel free to post them in the comments. But these were my top 15 favourite RuneScape songs / nostalgic really. I really do love the RuneScape music. It's made so well, the tunes are very kind of attractive to listen to, they make you listen to it again and again and again. I can't really stop, and they give me just brilliant memories of the game and what it used to be and what it is right now as well. So thanks for watching this countdown, guys. I tried to make it as good as possible. I took quite a bit, put a lot of time into this, so feedback is appreciated. If you either liked the video, give it a like, and if you didn't like it, dislike it, and then tell me why you didn't like it. That would be nice. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.